Well, good morning everybody, and welcome to the International Arena and everybody inside it, and all of you viewers around the world, to the Just 2020 World Indoor Bowls Championships live here at Potters Resort. Coming up, we have Mervyn King from England against Craig Tinker from New Zealand. And the order of play, well, obviously the first match, and then 2 o'clock this afternoon, Nick Brett versus Scott Edwards, Darren Burnett versus Kevin Harrison, Mark Dawes against Elliot Mason. A cracking day of the bowls. And your officials for today, ladies and gentlemen, your marker is Francis Fletcher, your umpire is Neil Bryce, and on the shot clock is Dan Blewett. And over to the floor now for the MC, Jack Jenkins.
Thank you very much, Richard, and a very good morning to all of you at home, and welcome to the Just 2020 World Bowls Championships here, live at Potters Resort. We've got another fantastic crowd here in the International Arena, ready awaiting today's matches. So, without further ado, let's welcome out the players for this, our first round match. First up, we have got, all the way from New Zealand, with many national titles to his credit, ranked New Zealand's #2 in the PBA. Please welcome out Craig Tinker! And his opponent this morning, from England, with 5 WBT titles to his credit and a former world singles champion. Please welcome out the world ranked #11. Please welcome Mervyn King! I'm going to hand you back over to Richard Madison up in the commentary box.
Thanks very much, Jack. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the International Arena and to our first match today. Mervyn King, England, Craig Tinker, New Zealand. And hopefully we'll have an absolutely cracking match. Craig Tinker is been
Jack length, 23
before,
metres.
and he's a qualifier from over New Zealand. Came over it several times in 2019. So he's represented New Zealand before in the Trans-Tasman Challenge. And of course most of you will know Mervyn King. Superb at the draw shot. As you can see, superb opening. Very good.
Yeah, 1 green. 12-inch gap. One green.
Well, just a tad short there, but still picked a good line. Looks as if Craig has picked a big line there. Just needs to swing back slightly out, just slightly too high on his line. Can he get an edge off the bowl? Little edge, turns it in, picks up the jack.
1 red. One red.
Very nearly.
So the second bowl to the last bowl. 5-inch gap.
Good line for Mervyn with his bowls.
One shot, Mervyn king.
So Mervyn picking up a single.
1-0, first end.
Of course, Mervyn is a rock steady opponent on the green. He is known really as the king of the draw. He's very cool, very calm,
Jack
very
length,
collected.
28 meters.
And he really is a master of the draw shot when he gets his eye in. And he does like to play with a good swinging bowl. You can see this coming all the way back to the centre.
Last bowl, 6 inches past jack high.
Oh, he's got a good line again. It's coming all the way. Coming all the way. Can it run? Sits back.
1 red.
Francis confirms it's a single. Craig wasting no time off the mat. Straight in there. Just slightly high, just slightly a couple of pounds too much on the weight. Of course, Craig, coming from New Zealand, won't have played on a flat surface like this all the time, so a little bit of a disadvantage, but he's been out there practicing, and during practice has looked pretty good.
Yep, still 1 red.
Just pushed it a little. I don't think he's going to quite bend in. The weight was good for the job.
One red.
Well, Mervyn might try and use Craig's 2 green bowls just to come round, drift in, lay off them, or he'll go for a deep cover shot, which is what he's doing. Yeah, good positional bowl. It's like playing chess, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to think what your opponent is going to do next and try and cover that shot. And Craig is playing one of the harder shots to play on this rink, which is a timing shot. If you don't get your weight right, it'll drift off. Could catch the bowl and the jack, and he's done it to perfection.
One shot, Craig Tinker.
So Craig picks up a single on that end. 1 each.
Set score 1-1 after 2 ends.
That is Craig's partner, Shana, looking on. Come all the way from New Zealand to support her partner.
Jack length 26 meters.
So 26-meter jack this time. Craig to lead off first. Well, the line looks good for Craig. What's the weight like? It's not bad. About a foot and a bit. Perfect line, gone through about 2.5 foot. There's a packed house in there this morning. Give a good atmosphere for both players. Craig Tinker is a greenkeeper at Invercargill Golf Club, and he's responsible for the greens out there. Plays outdoors at Nakiki Bowling Club. A big shout out to everybody out there on Craig's behalf. Oh, very good try. Excellent try. Again, Mervyn goes out, right out, looking to just to draw around, drop down, coming in nicely. Craig's line's not too bad. What's the weight like? Oh, he doesn't need to collide with that. Little tickle on it. Well, got second bowl. It's not bad.
3 feet.
You'd expect Mervyn to be able to draw in a number 2 here. Just needs to bend, can it?
One shot, Mervyn King.
So Mervyn picks up a single.
Set score 2-1 after 3 ends. Jack length, 24.5 metres.
So Mervyn putting up a short jack here, 24.5. Quite a few of the players like to put up a short jack just to see if they can catch their opponent out. It'll be interesting to see what Craig can make of a short jack. Perfect length from Mervyn, just a little bit high but not bad. Now, can Craig adjust? Well, we're bending. Just sweep round the back of Mervyn's. Not bad, it's not a bad bowl. If you watch their faces when they're bowling, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see the sheer concentration on it. Little tickle off the edge, rolls in. Good number one shot. I think that's a little bit too wide for Craig's bowl. Didn't quite have the weight either. Mervyn switching hands. Again, he's got a perfect line. This will be all down to his weight. Just rolling in, just rolling past a slight bit. Probably a couple of pounds too heavy. Craig also changing. Looking for the open draw. Just a little bit short on weight. Well, the weight, to be fair, the weight wasn't bad. Probably could have done being a couple of inches higher. And again, Mervyn goes very wide. His bowls are very swingy. If he had the weight, it would have come all the way back. Just going to drop short. It's going to make it a bit harder for Craig to come round that. Craig's bowl's perhaps not quite as swingy as Mervyn's. So he's going to play straight runner, a little bit of weight, just drifting off. Oof, dear.
Two shots, Mervyn King.
Set score 4-1 after 4 ends.
Mervyn extends his lead by another couple of shots, so it's 4-1. And again, Mervyn puts up a shortish jack.
Jack length, 26 metres.
And once again, it's Merv the Swerve that uses the big bendy bowl, comes all the way in. Probably a couple of foot short. He would have liked it to have been a bit closer, as would most of us when you're playing a lead bowl. Good line from Craig, just a tad too heavy. a perfect lead bowl there from Mervyn. The line looks better from Craig on this one. Weight looks a bit better.
1 red.
And again, another absolutely perfect bowl from Mervyn.
2 red.
But that does leave a ledge if Craig sees it to play that hand. He's seen it. He can just play down, rest off those 2 back bowls of Mervyn's. He'll pick up the shot. Well, is he running? Is he running? No, that's... Well, left it short. And he knows. Again, here comes Mervyn, all the way, all the way.
3 red.
Well, there are a couple of options there for Craig. He's gone for it again. Slightly wider. Now, if he's not put too much weight on, he'll come all the way back. He's got it, he's got it. Oh, look at that. Well. Little bump, quick rebound, 1 up to Craig.
1 shot, Craig Tinker.
Who's got the parrot lady luck on their shoulder.
Set score 4-2 after 5 ends.
There's Suzanne. That was Mervyn's wife. Both the players' partners out there in the auditorium, silently cheering their partners on. Nice to see.
Jack length 25.5 meters.
27.5, slightly longer. Well, opening bowl off Craig. Bend him well. All on the weight now. Just running that bit through. And against somebody like Mervyn, I'm afraid you need to be a little bit closer. Mervyn will always take advantage if you leave him a gap. Look at this. Look at this. Absolutely spot on, perfect. And a toucher. For those of you that don't play bowls, the white spray chalk denotes that that bowl is now marked as a live bowl, and if it gets during the match knocked into the back ditch, it stays there and is part of the match. It's called a live bowl, a chalker. And again, Mervyn calmly.
2 red.
Just drawing another in. Red Mervyn's not giving Craig any room to manoeuvre at all. Craig's having to absolutely fight for every single shot, but doesn't help when you drop them short.
Last bowl. 2 green on the spot.
So Mervyn going for a bit of cover here. He's going down to the respot, just in case Craig drives and knocks the jack out of bounds. It would be respotted to that spot. Mervyn's just ensuring that should that happen, he would take the shot again. That forces Craig to try to draw the jack off as opposed to running. Well, the weight was good for the job. He was just slightly out on the line. Now Mervyn can just go back to trying to draw the last bowl in there. Line's good. The weight looks very good.
Three shots, Mervyn King.
Set score 7-2 after 6 ends.
Mervyn picks up 3. That takes him to 7. Craig's on 2. 5 shots behind with 3 ends to play. Still doable.
Jack length 24.5 meters.
Once again, Mervyn going for his short jack that he likes. And that's why he likes it. It's like watching people practice. If you see people practicing out in the rink, invariably they will practice tee to tee. If you watch top international players, they will practice all manner of lengths, and they will practice religiously so they can get it into their arm. And wherever the jack goes, within a couple of bowls, they will get the weight and the length. And that will always catch somebody out who's not really had a chance to do that much practice. Like I said, Craig won't have had the amount of indoor rink time that other players will have had.
3 feet past jack high.
Again, Mervyn just allowing his bowl to drift in, come round, use the bias of the bowl to pull it around. And now Craig's in a heap of trouble. He's got to draw one in there. Well, he's trying. He really is trying, but I think he's pushed it again. Might take out the third bowl.
2 red.
Yeah. Mervyn's just thinking, shall I put another one in, or is he going to run it? No, he's just going to put bowl down towards the back to cover. Craig opting just for the straight draw, and this is all on his weight. The line's very good. It's coming in. Can he nibble it? Oh dear. Oh, unlucky. Very unlucky.
2 shots, Mervyn King.
So Merv picks up another 2.
Set score 9-2 after 7 ends.
9-2, 7 shots. Well, it's a mountain to climb for Craig. An absolute mountain. Again, Mervyn looking for that short jack length. Just gone on a little bit this time.
Jack length, 27 meters.
Well, unusually he's dropped it short, but he's been playing 24.5 meters, put this jack 27. Had it have been 24.5, he'd have probably been spot on. But it's not, and he isn't, and can Craig make something of it? He's looking to, he's trying. Really good here, really good, yeah. Mervyn needing to adjust, and you would expect him to be able to do so. Here his bowl comes, dropping down nicely, coming round. It's only about maybe a couple of foot through. Little shake of the head from Mervyn there. He expected to be closer to the jack than he was. Can Craig repeat it? Looks a little bit quicker than his first one. It is.
One green.
Oh, Craig. Just need to bend off the... Well... Mervyn trying a little glancing shot. He's very close. Absolutely spot on the button. What do you make of that? Absolutely perfect.
3 red.
That must have made Craig's heart sink. Oh, here we go. Fireworks. Oh, he's going to catch the front red.
3 shots in the first set. Mervyn king.
Yep. Well, there we go. That was an absolutely superb shot from Mervyn. Come round, lift the jack, bring it back. A beautiful conversion from being down to 3 up. End of the set. And poor Craig Tinker's heart must have just sank when that shot came in. But that's the sort of shot you expect from Mervyn. He's absolutely masterful.
Jack
At a
length,
draw
24.5 meters.
So here we go, clean slate, set number 2. And again, Mervyn opens up, perfect bowl, immediate pressure put on Craig. Just absolutely no let up whatsoever. Well, Craig's trying here. Absolutely trying here. It's perfect. Superb. And the audience giving him a really great round of applause for that. Quite right too. But look at Mervyn. Not a flicker of emotion. Mr. Deadpan. Comes round, just trying to draw around the back. Nearly, not quite. Well, what a cracking effort from Craig.
1 green.
Just behind. Finished in a very good place. If the jack gets tickled, it could roll just to Craig's back bowl there. Not bad. Mervyn trying to draw down there, but he's dropped a little bit short. Gives Craig another opportunity. Craig could touch the jack himself, just a couple of inches. That could turn his single into a 3. Doesn't want to hit it too hard though. Won't hit it with this. This is running a little bit too far. Again, Mervyn opting for the wide draw. Just coming down, shuts everything down. Oh, that bowl falls over, it'll only be the 1 shot. But it's in an excellent catch position, should that jack be ever so slightly touched. Craig's got to be very careful with this bowl. He's holding a single at the moment. Again, he's looking for the just a drift. If he can catch Mervyn's bowl.
1 shot with Craig Tinker.
So Craig gets a single on the first end.
0-1, first end.
So where's Craig going to put the jack? He's gone for a longer one. All the way down.
Jack length 26 meters.
So a 26-meter jack. Opening bowler Craig looks fairly good. Can it run just a bit more? Just a bit more. Well, too much room there for Mervyn. He'll adjust to the length. Letting his bowl drift in. Just going to run through. Craig is also fishing a little bit for his weight.
2.5 feet.
Here comes the Merv. All the way down. Bump. Once again, Craig is put under solid pressure. Well, he's trying. He is trying. Can he run that bit more?
1 red.
Oh, for a matter of 3 inches.
Last bowl 10 inches short of jack high.
Here it comes. It'll just roll round, come all the way back. Yeah.
One red.
It's Francis Fletcher, one of our panel of officials. And believe me, their eyesight and measurements are very, very keen. Almost like Hawkeye, really. Oh, unlucky Craig. That was a terrific try. So Mervyn sat there with a single. Going to try and get himself 2 out of this, or even a little tickle on the jack if he can. There's a possibility of a 3 there. He can just nibble the jack for it to come backwards a little. How's it looking? No.
One shot, Mervyn king.
Set score 1-1 after 2 ends. Jack length 26 meters.
Yeah, another 26 metre this time. Looks very good, except a little pound short on the weight, but not bad. Craig's trying, really is trying. That I would think would give Craig the shot, but there's still, for the king of the draw, there's still plenty of room down there. Here it comes, look at this. Beautiful curving arc, all the way back to the jack. It's absolutely perfection. Little bit of chalk. Live bowl. And once again, Craig is put under pressure. Just trying to reach down to it. Just going to go through.
One red.
Where's the respot there, lady?
Respot is there.
Again, Mervyn trying to think ahead. What can happen? Where can the jack go? Where should I put this bowl? I hold a single. You know, as I said before, this game is a very thought-provoking game as well. Have to almost play it like chess. Well, good catch there. No. Craig playing with a bit of weight, looking to see if he can change something. We might just catch the edge and go, oh. Well, didn't quite go the way anybody thought. And everybody put their bowls on the wrong respot. But you would expect Mervyn just to draw down this. The live bowl has gone in the back ditch, and that will remain there because it's a toucher as it touched the jack on the way through. Here we come, nice and wide from Mervyn. He'll let the bowl drift down. Wow.
1 red.
It is 1 red, but get a couple of London double-deckers in there, so you would expect Craig to be able to draw this. Oh, he's played it tight. Oh dear. Way too tight. He's going to catch Mervyn's bowl.
1 shot, Mervyn king.
Well, one has to say, whilst one doesn't
Set score,
like saying
2-1
it, that was a
after
very
3 ends.
poor bowl from Craig. Ample room to draw that. So Mervyn picks up another single. 2-1. That was a bit of a mistake from Craig. However, we all make them.
Jack length 26.5 meters.
26.5. Mervyn mixing the lengths up a little bit. Just makes a player or your opposition unable to settle into a particular length. Yep, not a bad opener. Don't think Craig's got the legs on this. No. And he knows it. Looks up into the roof for divine inspiration. Will it arrive? And Mervyn, well, Mervyn's Mervyn, really. Here we come. Here's another one. Just draws round the back. I mean, for Mervyn, that's not a brilliant bowl. Well, a bit wider from Craig, drifting in, just on the inside of Mervyn's, can he? Not quite.
1 red.
Very good try.
Your bowl is about ½ an inch past jack high.
See the players asking the match officials where the bowls are, what the distances are, and they form a picture in their head. They're very good at it. They can form a picture in their head to try to work out where to place their bowl. On that occasion, one has to say Mervyn failed. Little smile off him, he knew that. Still very possible for Craig to draw this. Well, it would be if he'd put some weight in the bowl. No. Lost the plot for a few minutes there, Craig. Stop, think for a minute, have a talk to yourself, regroup. And meanwhile, Mervyn King just round the corner, just sits there.
1 red.
It's only a dead draw for Craig. He can't afford to knock the jack backwards. But he must be here. He's got to try. Which he is. Yeah.
1 shot, Mervyn king.
Another single to Mervyn.
Set score 3-1 after 4 ends.
Only 2 shots in it. So what jack length are we going for this time, Mr. King?
Jack length 25 meters.
Going a bit shorter, 25-meter jack. Mervyn's preferred. Look at that bump. Well, Craig's having a good look at this. Having a good try. Oh, fell backwards. Look at that, absolutely perfect. Really, really good. Craig coming down after them. He's trying. Needs to bend. Needs to bend more. Needs to bend more. Well, that was an absolutely brilliant try. Might have made second shot out of that. Yeah. Well, Craig is really trying here. I don't think he's put enough weight on. Well, that was a mixture of he could have done with a little bit more weight, perhaps a bit wider. But it's not easy out there. Anybody who thinks it is totally wrong. Very hard for both bowlers, but harder for the qualifiers. You know, your top 16 and the others that have been several times on the portable, they're used to the pressure. First time player, it is totally different. Off the edge, fall down, 2 shots. Thank you very much.
2 red.
Well, it's going to be difficult to draw this, but he's going to give it a try. Just slightly too wide, really. The weight wasn't too bad. It could have nibbled at the jack.
2 shots, Mervyn King.
Set score 5-1 after 5 ends.
So another double to Mervyn. 5-1, 4 in it. Still possible for Craig. And somebody's asked if the portable is a permanent fixture here at Potters. No, it is a portable rink. I'll talk more about it when we hear the jack length.
Jack length 26 meters.
So a 26-meter jack. But the portable rink is actually a fully portable rink. It's a carcass of many frames that are laid and laser leveled, and they're all bolted together. Well done, Mervyn. And then once they're all leveled, on top of that it's a 1/2-inch marine ply fiberboard, which is screwed down with about 7,000 screws. All the edges are sanded with a huge sanding machine, dusted off and swept. On top of that, is underlay, which is laid flat, just slightly stretched, very slightly, and then pinned on the edges now. And then on top of that, the carpet is brought in. It's brought in strips. Well done, Mervyn. Brought in strips, and you can see the seams, and the seams are sewn on site. And then it is stretched. We then make sure it's stretched to a correct speed, and there you have it. Well, Craig, very, very good, really good.
On green. It is short by 4 inches.
Mervyn might be tempted to a little push at this, he might be. No. Just relying on his draw. Come off his own bowl, sit down, fall over. Not quite. No, it was a good try.
One green.
Oh, Craig playing a bit of chess there. Just put one behind, just in case Mervyn has a little poke at this. Craig holding a single currently. So Mervyn's playing a timer, just looking to either come off the edge of his bowl or rattle his bowl into it. And he caught the jack still rolled back, still one down.
One green.
And there is room there for Craig to come around the back end and slot another one in. Does have to be very precise to do it, but it is possible. He's holding a single. I think he's just a bit too wide for that to happen, just pushed it a bit too much. Holds a single though.
One shot, Craig Tinker.
That makes it 5-2. There's only 3 shots in it.
Set score,
And 3 ends
5-2
to
after
go.
6 ends.
No.
Jack length, 28 meters.
Craig immediately going for a long length, 28 meters. It's all very well doing that, but you have to be ready to adjust yourself to make sure you're the first one on the jack. Yes, he's adjusted, but gone flying through, and you'd expect Mervyn to be well inside that. Well, a good adjustment from Craig. About 1.5 foot through, but he's holding shot. And Mervyn going nice and wide, but again Mervyn's pushed it. Just going through. So at the moment Craig's got the advantage, holding a single shot. Can he put in a closer one? He's got it all to play for. He's 3 shots behind, holding one on the rink. The last thing you need to be doing is going short. Yeah, another little skyward look from Craig. Bit frustrated. And meanwhile, believe it or not, Mervyn's also dropped one short. Nobody's really got this one. So Craig holding a single. Get another one in there, because as sure as eggs are eggs, Mervyn will get one in next. Cut it tight. Oh.
One green.
Mervyn just asking which one was the shot. He'll play to the bowl, knowing as long as he gets in front of it, he'll pick the shot up. Wow. Wow. I think Craig still holds the shot.
One shot, Craig Tinker.
He does. He got away with it.
Set score 5-3 after 7 ends.
2 shots in it, 2 ends to go. Well, Craig, you could still do this. Craig
Jack
still
length,
sticking.
28 meters.
28 metre jack length. Craig is still sticking to a long length. Keep coming. You must not drop them short, especially on a long length against Mervyn, because Mervyn will quickly adapt to any length of bowl. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. All the way. Pop! And now it's Craig that's got all the pressure on him. Well, it's a better length. Can he just skim the outside? Can he? Oh, not quite.
4.5 inches.
That was Mervyn asking how far off the jack he was. Just gives him an idea in his head where he needs to go to get his bowl to turn in on the bias. Just glide in. And he has done. But that will also help Craig, because if you eye it up, you'll know if you can get your bowl to go in between the two of them, you have a reasonable chance of either picking the jack up or sitting down. But he's pushed it. Well pushed it.
2 red.
Currently 2 down on the match, 2 down on the rink. He's really got to produce something with the next 2 bowls, says Craig. Because you can bet your bottom dollar that Mervyn's not going to make it any easier for him unless he makes a mistake. And they're rare. Well, he's gone nice and wide. Just looking to come round and cover the 2 green bowls at the back. But we've got a firing shot coming up. I think he's going to miss all. No, he's got the front. 1 away. Well, here we go.
2 shots, second set and the match, Mervyn King.
Well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Another 2 shots. 7-3. It's Mervyn that goes all the way through. Craig Tinker's put up a great show. Hey,
We have another
see you
big
back
round
here
of
for 2
applause,
o'clock.
ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much to everybody watching. And it's cheerio from us. And your order of play for this afternoon: Nick Brett against Scott Edwards, followed by Darren Burnett and Kevin Harrison, and then this evening, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Dawes and Elliot Mason. Once again, thanks for all your support and watching, and we'll say goodbye to you from the International Arena and see you at 2 o'clock. Cheerio for now.